Cartier Santos dual time. Cartier, what the is wrong with you? Let's roll the intro and we'll talk about the Cartier Santos dual time.
Talking timepieces with Tony. Talking timepieces with Tony.
What's up, everyone? Tony, talking timepieces with Tony. Today I am wearing the Cartier Pasha 41mm with the 1847 MC in-house movement by Cartier. So what's up with the Santos, man? Okay, so when Watches and Wonders came out, it was, I mean, super lackluster. I mean, there was just nothing, I think the most impressive brands were IWC, Cartier was number one. I love what Zenith are doing with the Extreme Diver. Anything Zenith does for the most part, you know what I mean. But Cartier came out with some great watches. The Privé, oh my gosh, Tortue. Sorry, you know, these things happen. They came out with the Rewind Dumont, which I don't like. I love the aesthetic of the watch with the burgundy and the burgundy leather strap. I think it's beautiful, but not running backwards just doesn't do anything for me. They've got the green Santos Dumont, which looks really cool, and then of course you've got the chocolate brown Santos, which is beautiful. I love that watch. Maybe I will get it in my collection one day. And then the dual time. When they showed the dual time, I was like, that's the one I have to have. Until I found this out. Now, we all know Cartier is part of the Richemont group, and you've got brands like Langenzoon, Jaeger-LeCoultre, Piaget, Vacheron Constantin, Roger Dubuis, IWC. And Cartier have to go and use a Sellita movement in this watch. What the hell? I'm not opposed to Sellita movements, but when you're looking at a watch that's $9,000, $9,100, and you've got, a Sellita, it's a SW330 movement. Just to put it in perspective, an SW330 movement costs about $400, I mean, it's a cheap movement. What's disappointing is the fact that not only is the watch $9,100, $9,150 or whatever, Cartier have the means to do the research development to create their own movement for this watch. And if they don't want to use their own movement or create their own movement, there's other brands. You got JLC in the same Richemont group that you could sling a movement from them into that watch. Look at Vacheron Constantin 56. The Vacheron Constantin 56, the base caliber of that movement is a Cartier caliber. It's almost like Cartier said, all right, we're doing the Rewind, we're doing the Tortue, we're doing this. It'd be cool if we do a dual time. How much time do we got left? 15 minutes? Let's slap a Sellita in there. They kind of have Hublot Syndrome on that one. I don't know what they're thinking, man. It's still a beautiful watch, but and granted, this is probably where the watch snob in me comes out, but in a sense, when you're looking at a watch for that at that price point and you're putting basically a cheap ass movement in it, it's the value's not there. There's nothing about that watch that's worth $9,000. You know what I mean? You might as well have just not done it at all and waited till next year when you've developed your own movement, or had JLC do it, or had another one of the Richemont brands make a movement for that particular watch. I don't understand it. You're basically, it's like saying I have a Porsche and then putting a Volkswagen engine in it. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe that's not a good analogy, but it's like having a Cobra Mustang and putting a 6-cylinder engine in it. What's the, you've just devalued it. I think it's one of the biggest mistakes Cartier made. I still love the brand, don't get me wrong. they've gone down a notch. See, before my top brands, Rolex, Cartier, and Zenith, not including Patek or Vacheron. I'm just talking about, you know, in the means of where most of us are out, I guess. I don't know. But lately, obviously, Zenith is at Zenith and Rolex are tied at number 1 for me right now. But and then Cartier is number 3. Whichever, it doesn't matter what brand is listed at number 1, 2, 3. It's just very disappointing, you know, when Cartier have the means and the resource to do that. I expect more from Cartier. I really do. I know this is a bit of a rant, but you know, geez, you know. So, needless to say, once the dual time hits the 80s, I certainly won't be interested in even trying one on. I've already had the Cartier Large and the Cartier Medium Santos, so I already know what that watch feels like. However, the chocolate dial one, definitely, that's got the MC 1847 MC in it, the same as this, the Pasha. They also use the 1847 MC in their Ronde, the Tank XL. It's a workhorse movement, you know. I expect more from Cartier. I'm sorry. So I appreciate everyone who likes, subscribes, and just a short video. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.